that's going to have to wait. Yep, that's going to have to wait. Hi, guys. Korkornowski, Yankee T News. It is, let me think now, Thursday night. Yeah, 30th of July, year of our Lord 2026. And I'm a little skeptical that anybody's going to be joining me tonight, even though they're supposed to be here. All right. Anyway, I'm sure DJ Ricky's got some work to do, and Eric is otherwise disposed. And we know Jason is definitely otherwise disposed. So we're going to see how far I can get. So, yeah, I picked a good one. I'm going to jump in on this here. So, okay, just a note, right? Iran attacked an American ship that was in Egypt. So now we can add Egypt to the areas in which Iran has staged an attack. That's interesting, to put it mildly. And it reflects the same thinking that they have, which is to try and spread this conflict out as much as possible, which again does seem counterintuitive. If anything, I would just be trying to cover ground as best I can, but nope. They are, there hasn't been that much talk about the state of their economy, but I can tell you that it's not good. That said, I believe that the Iranian people are tough and resilient, and they're going to handle this as in the ways that they need to. What we have heard about is how the Iranian government has been turning on its own people. The latest horror story was the execution of a person who was a pro-Shah activist, a 21-year-old man. And as the story goes, he had a tattoo on his arm of Pahlavi, I think. And the Iranians cut it off of his skin, and then they killed him. So this is the kind of people we're dealing with. Just thought you might like to know that. And the poor 16-year-old girl who was fleeing the scene, she got shot. I was just wondering, based upon this event that happened a few days ago, where a large number of people were protesting in front of the prison where these other activists were ultimately hanged, could we be looking at an Iranian form of Bastille Day to kick off an uprising? It's an interesting thought. I don't know. But I'm just floating it there for your consideration. And now the big moment here. I want to bring this up. This I know what started it. This is what started it. Listening to President Trump in the Oval Office, was it today or yesterday? And he was asked if he was aware of these MANPADS, these shoulder-fired missiles that China said that it's going to ship to Iran. And President Trump sat there kind of like shocked and said, no, I didn't know it. Well, can I just make a statement here? When your spidey senses are saying, wait a second, there's something isn't right here. So President Trump was engaging in a form of what we'll call plausible deniability. And you could say he has more important things to think about. But if it's true that some 400 of these MANPADS are going to be shipped from China to Iran, this is problematic, right, for any attacks we're going to do. So, and the question is, how are these MANPADS going to be used? And by the way, parenthetically, just my editorial opinion, that this matter concerning our munition stocks, I think, is overstated. My sense is that, yes, there are some weapon systems that may be low, and we have which I say alternative resources that we can go to in order to keep using some number of those munitions. But other than that, no, I think that we're probably in pretty good shape. The real question is whether or not there's going to be a ground invasion. But now I'm getting ahead of myself. Oops. So let me go back to the earlier point. So I thought President Trump was acting a little oddly at that point, doing a little bit too much of that plausible deniability thing, in my opinion. Just me. So that sparked a whole bunch of questions in my mind, leading to what amounts to tonight's discussion or presentation, as it may be. Boy, see, how do I want to handle this? Um, okay, we have to. All right, the first comment, the same one we probably bring up just about every time, is that there's more things going on in the background than we could possibly know about. So I consider that fertile ground for speculation. So I'm going to speculate. To think that we do not have people on the ground in Pakistan, in Tajikistan, along these supply routes coming from China into Iran, I would find very hard to believe. Okay. Plus, whatever help or cooperation we could expect from our friends in Israel. So here's the idea. Oh yeah, we're surprised, all right, about these man pads being shipped. I think we're so surprised that we know when they're going to be shipped. And I think we're so surprised that we know where they're going to be shipped. And you know what we're going to do? It's my speculation. We're going to just take a few minutes to intercept those man pad shipments and embed tracking sensors or tracking emitters in them. I did say speculation. And pack them back up and let them go on their way. So what's going to happen is when these man pads arrive, whether by satellite or drone or other means, we're able to track where those man pads go. Now, if they go into a mountain, we might lose track, but we'll know where they are exactly. So I don't know, unless the Iranians are smart and have some countermeasures, that could get interesting. So that's one thing to consider. Then I had to start wondering, well, and by the way, I mean, we have the capability of doing that. So what else could we do? My goodness. Then that's when you really get out of control. And I wish Eric was here so we could really, what's the word I'm looking for? Riff on this idea. So here we go. All right. So man pads, so wild conspiracies, Iran needs to worry about. Yes. I wish it was a top 10 list, but I needed more time. Okay. Man pads with embedded trackers. Mossad and CIA surveillance cameras spread around. Now, spread around is a funny term here because we know where a lot of key people are, or we have an idea where they might roughly be. And so setting up surveillance cameras in those areas. Oh, didn't I think of this before? Hey, that stupid company in Atlanta, Georgia with their flock cameras. Those flock cameras need to go to Iran. Just saying. And you're going to have to kind of conceal them. But hey, if you want those flock cameras to be useful, send them to Iran. Just saying. Now, tracking couriers. There was a report early on that because the Ayatollahs and the others in the remaining government were afraid that they could be found, they did not use any cell phones, no electronic anything, no telephones, no. And instead, they set up a system where communication was done through couriers. So on a bike, on a motorcycle, in a car, who knows? But couriers would hand deliver messages. Okay, well, it sounds pretty good. But you have to keep in mind that we know that they're doing that. So it's going to be a case of whether it's Mossad, CIA, or somebody else looking for people who look like they're acting like messengers and start to follow them. Okay. And then the idea that we could track them in some fashion, you might want to keep that in mind. So that's another one. Now, I didn't quite put this phrase correctly, but some of you may know. Now, this, not that many people would have this set up in Iran, but the ones who are, quote, better off might. We have long had the ability to penetrate walls with, I want to say ultrasound. If I got this right, I'm goofing these things up. There's Wi-Fi in your house and if you have more than one Wi-Fi station, is putting out a frequency that can be used to actually image the people in the room. And then you can show you where people are standing, where they're moving, etc. So that technology exists. Is it being used in Iran? I wouldn't be surprised. Now, of course, tiny surveillance drones, we've seen all kinds of demonstrations for tiny surveillance drones. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're being used extensively. Now, there's this other one that's a little unusual, sand sensors. There was an idea long ago about what would be called computable sand. It had the name computronium. You had researchers such at UC Berkeley and other places who were constantly trying to miniaturize a device that would be a combination of a sensor and a transmitter, and so small that it could be a grain of sand. Now you have then a handful of these, and you can spread them around, and you can use them to track people walking around, and it's totally unobtrusive. It's just part of the dirt, but you have no idea that dirt is actually surveilling you. So that's one. And then when you start to put this all together, do not think for a minute that we don't have the ability to integrate all this stuff into a network of data collection, of compilation of the information, of analytics that puts the information together, and other fun things. So those are the few things that I could think of here at the moment, and you people can ponder on them. But yeah, so those are examples of where I think that we're doing things that nobody has any idea, and that we're just moving in closer and closer slowly on the Iranians. It's a tough situation. Now, I just had read this article, BBC, and the title, and this happens all the time, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is so annoying. Articles in which you read the title, okay, but then you read the body of the article, and the body of the article has nothing to do with the title. It's like, how did this happen? Well, where was the editor when this went down? Little sloppy in my mind. But it could also be as a form of clickbait too. I recognize that. Okay. Anyway, the BBC article was suggesting, or let's put it this way, the title suggested that a low-grade conflict, or what we might call a limited warfare scenario. Ricky's here. Look out. Look out. Did you catch my wild conspiracy theories for the evening?
No, I was having a problem logging in, and I just gave up, and I said, oh, well, we'll just go with the old tablet.
Oh, okay. Well,
you can hear me all right, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was having audio issues. I didn't have a problem with the video.
Okay.
There was no audio. I don't know what was happening. So
where is your better half?
Been a little busy.
Okay. All right. So
the restaurant is in a little bit of a lawsuit. Somebody had gotten into a car wreck, and the insurance company's lawyers coming after us. So
for what?
Oh, you know how that whole thing works. Oh, they were under the influence of alcohol, and they want to know how many drinks.
Is this the stuff they call joint and several liability?
Yeah, the liability crap. So I've been going through our security cameras to get backups and then send it to our lawyers so they can make whatever decision. So that's why you haven't seen me in the last couple of days. Plus, Irene's birthday was all in that mix too. So
well, happy birthday, babe.
Well,
you are.
Yeah, she's upstairs.
All right. Well, happy birthday anyway. And I won't ask how old she is. Oh, no, wait. I mean, how young she is. We're always dealing with it.
Let's see if I can't get the lighting better here. Maybe if I go this way.
Yeah, it's kind of bright on your.
Yeah, it looks a little washed up.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, you're gonna love. I'm gonna bring it back up again. I was just talking to you. I hope if they don't mind if I go through this again. This is an opportunity for you to get creative. So I hope you're ready.
Mm.
Okay, there it is. Have a read.
Man pads embedded tractor.
You got to read the title first. Wild conspiracies Iran needs to worry about.
Mossad, CIA surveillance cameras spread around, tracking carriers, ultrasound monitor cameras, tiny surveillance drones, sand sensors. Okay, all right. Stuff that's going to be used in a war.
I
That's a $25,000 question there.
I submit to you it's being used right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, you didn't. I would expect you to spark up a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I'm a little out of it right now.
Well, okay.
So,
So let me take you through my thinking on the man pads. Those are shoulder fired missiles for taking down anything flying. And I think they probably work pretty well in helicopters. In any event, so out comes the news that China has considering sending 400 of these things to Iran for them to use.
yes, I heard this morning.
That's right. And supposedly Trump was surprised and he said, well, gee, she never said anything about this. Oh, no, he promised he wouldn't do this. He promised he wouldn't do this. And it's like, are we being that naive, really? But I guess so. But, my problem was, as I was listening to him, I said, something doesn't sound right here. You're familiar with the phrase plausible deniability?
Correct.
Yes, I believe President Trump was engaging in a certain degree or type of plausible deniability in the way that he reacted, as in he knew damn well this shipment was happening.
I know I'm quiet tonight, huh?
Yeah, it's okay. So, but here's my twist on the whole thing. If this happens, I predict. All right, let me just to set it up. Okay, we have had people on the ground in those areas that we've ignored and don't care about and don't think about for many, many decades. Okay, so that's the supply routes in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, Tajikistan, you take your pick. Anything that's feeding into Iran or anything that's coming out of Iran, we track it. All right, so how about if we intercept these man pads and put trackers on them?
Okay.
Do you have a sense of the advantage that we gain by doing that?
No, I think the whole war is just a farce, but
A farce.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, here's my look at it. You had
It's a farce with dead people.
you had Bibi over there since 1995, always saying Iran's 2 weeks away from having a nuclear bomb.
I know.
Okay,
Yes.
so, and we all know about the Greater Israel Project, and we know that they call Ukraine their real home. And
Wait, who calls Ukraine their real home?
the people over in Israel.
Israel considers Ukraine a real home.
Mm-hmm. You
How?
never heard that before?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Explain.
I guess that's where they're from, Court.
Oh,
I'm very prepared.
I
Today. I just literally ran in the door.
I have
trying to
I
get
have
this
a way
thing to
of
work.
keeping track of this stuff. All right, so there's a certain category of conspiracy theory.
Yeah, no, hold on. I got a computer next to me. I can
Right,
pull up.
so, all right, so let me ask you a silly question. Who are the Sephardic Jews?
Well, Jew is more of a, isn't it?
No, the Sephardic. Who are the Sephardic Jews?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay, the Sephardic Jews, also known as the Moors. In other words, in the general area of Spain, that end of the Mediterranean, you had Jewish communities. No, the Moors are Muslim, I'm sorry, but in the same areas where the Moors would have been. And so they're considered different from the Ashkenazi Jews.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones are from Ukraine.
Yeah, I would say they're from that general region. I don't know there's a video I didn't look at. Maybe I should go back and look at it. It's one of they're putting up these lurid uh, um, uh, thumbnails, and so this said, "We looked at the DNA of hundreds of Jews, and you'd be surprised where they originally came from."
Yeah, I'll hang up this, and then I'll remember everything. I'll be like,
Yeah. What's that?
Because I usually have notes, and I'm like, I don't have any time. I got to get on, and now I'm just kind of winging it right now.
Okay. Well, we'll just. I'm sure that we can work this out. Let me try it this way. You know Stevie Vai.
You have the guitar player.
Yeah, not just any guitar player. Master Shredder.
Okay.
There was a concert he did. I saw this in 2006. Okay. So he just showed up. But he knew the guys on the stage. They'd played together before. And they jammed for the next, 20, 30 minutes with each other. It was so much fun. They were having the time of their lives. And I'm just sitting there going, gee, I wish I could play with them. Man.
Boy, you went in the weeds on that one, Court.
We can be do the same thing. I'll let you pretend that you're Stevie Vai, and I'll be the bass player. Okay.
Just wish I didn't have so much on my mind today.
Yes. Well, days are not.
Well, come on. I mean,
all right. So you want to go down this path where you're not there. It's, you know what? I'm gonna really float a weird image. Your mind is like walking into Carthage after the Romans wasted it. Okay.
Well, once it gets going, once it gets pushed down the hill and the ball gets going, it goes. Left? I don't know. Okay. Okay. What else do you have on here? Because I really don't have anything to bring to the table in this, except for like a lot of these things that bring it into your town. Like I told you about Axion. Right. Everyone's going after all that, Axion, and we can go with like the JD Vance and the Peter Thiel, how it's all connected, and Israel's behind all JD Vance.
All right, so you want to go there?
Yeah, well, I know you did a bit on it a couple days ago.
Yeah, because there's this other.
I have notes for that, and I don't know where they went, but all the different names of JD Vance and how he got into that position, and who backed him, and how he was tied in with Peter Thiel, and the whole nine, and what they're going to use him for. So
yeah, we have there are a lot of other names that should be thrown in there. What is the relationship?
I don't have all my notes in front of me, so it kind of sucks.
Okay. Well, then let's see if I can trigger your memory. How about Vance and Elon Musk?
Elon Musk and who? Vance?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have much on that right now.
I just know Thiel and Musk are good friends.
Well, they're all in the club.
Okay. And so is JD.
Yeah. So,
and I think we can. I'm comfortable in saying that Musk and Thiel don't necessarily see eye to eye on a lot of things.
Well, Peter Thiel, what is it? He's Palantir. Yeah. All right.
Yes. Well, Palantir is one of many things that he's done.
Yeah. Well.
And you missed my other point. We should be sending those flock cameras to Iran.
we shouldn't have any flock cameras anywhere. Those things are so bad.
The word is evil. Did you see the video where these guys were tracking down their headquarters and trying to get an interview?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
They went to the first building and they had already moved, and then they moved into another building. And that was a combination of two guys, the guy that hacks it, and then a guy that's like a pretty good social media reporter. That was interesting. That came out like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Had we a few more resources, I would have that building surveilled up the wazoo.
Yeah. Well, they were out there with their own little flock camera, and the guy goes, "Is that one of mine?"
Yeah. Hey, Michael.
I have a question.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah. What?
Back in the days in the 1980s,
Yes.
when the AIDS virus was at its highest, there were no antiviral therapies.
Not specifically.
So in those days, in general, the patients who got it would just become weaker and weaker.
Yeah, and very high death rate. Yeah. So Michael's reminding me about the AIDS epidemic in the
ATZ was the drug that was killing everybody.
It's known as the gay cancer.
That's right.
ATZ was the drug, and of course Fauci was behind all that.
Yes, he was. There was a general recognition that he probably contributed to the death of a lot of gays too.
Well, they were going for a certain group of people. It's all out there. I mean, and this whole testimony thing that's going on, that's nothing but a distraction. Hey, look, you guys are getting too hot about the Iran war. You guys are getting too hot about the flock cameras. You guys are getting all right, let's throw a distraction against the wall. Bring back Fauci.
Well,
Fauci.
Okay, I found it very entertaining. Did you watch it at all?
He did the Dave Chappelle bit 106 times.
Well, I heard 111, 112. It was a lot.
I thought it was 106 times. I'm using my mind. Notice how the Constitution only works
to answer under the Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Yes. Yeah, he said enough times so we can memorize it. Thank you. Okay, but there were 3 that were priceless. Okay. Did you see the interchange with Josh Hawley?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't watch any of it. I just caught a couple of highlights. I didn't even know that it was going on. But I mean, I saw a couple. Can you tell me what color your tie is?
Yes, that was great. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Tell me what day of the week it is. I mean, you couldn't write a better comedy bit if you ever. And everyone's all like, I can't even believe they brought that back. But again, I think that's just one big gigantic distraction, to tell you the truth, Court.
Well, on the other hand, you got to understand that every one of these issues has its own community of people seeking justice. I would say the community seeking justice in the case of Fauci is pretty big. It's close to the size of the one for Epstein.
Nothing's going to happen to the dude. Nothing. It's going to be a big nothing burger. It's just a distraction.
Well, let's have that conversation in 2 weeks, because Rand Paul has made it clear that he intends to refer this to the Department of Justice. Now, what's interesting is that all right, so we have Todd Blanche as the acting director. Do you refuse to take Todd Blanche seriously?
I don't take anybody seriously, Court. But, even if they do, listen, even if they say, we're putting him to jail, do we really even know? We don't know. It's just somebody probably will do self-justice or something, like let's say you you were forced to get the shot because your work told you had to. No, you didn't. Mm-hmm. You could have just gone to your work and said, well, that's like telling me I got to cut off my finger right here to go to work. Don't stay at work. You could have, they made it so these people are not going to be held accountable for the damages that they've done.
Right. Well, the jury, all right. I mean, pun intended, the jury is still out. Okay. So we are entitled to our cynicism because of the past record of doing nothing. Okay. So yes, I understand it. But there's some things that are so serious, you just cannot let them stand like that.
Well,
the stuff on Epstein isn't over.
No way. The corruption's so bad. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right. It's just, they're all going to protect each other. They're all in it together.
All right. So, well, I don't know about that, but it's a huge number.
Out of this mess.
All right. Well, we'll throw in another one. All right. So I came across this reference to March 15th, 2018, when a certain individual who was I would say, mid-level official from the Communist Chinese Party had lunch with Lamont, Susan Bisowitz, Denise Merrill, and of course, that famous Chinese American Attorney General, William Thomas. And I guess we'll never know what they talked about, but we can speculate. Okay. And so the other point of history is that shortly after that meeting, out comes a letter that was issued by Mike Pompeo, who was then what? Secretary of State, I think. And on this list was a ranking of the 50 governors in America. At the top of the list would be those governors who were the most eager to cooperate with China, and at the bottom, those least likely to cooperate with China. And so at this governors meeting, every so often the governors do get together. Pompeo let them know, we have this letter and we know where you stand in your relationship with China. So watch your step.
First time me hearing that.
Okay, no, that came out some time ago, but no. So yeah, it's like another one of these things. There it is. You go, hey, that's pretty interesting. And then it disappears. Right. Okay, so this article, Connecticut Sentinel, I think, put up the article. So they had done the research and pulled up this stuff that is, in the archives. So yeah, but okay, so this is just another little thing to keep in mind. And again, you can say, well, you know what? The top 10 on that list, something needs to happen to them if they're that willing to cooperate with communist China. But you're right. They're still there.
They all have their deals.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the club. And Lamont, as soon as they're done with him, he's going to take off to Tennessee.
Oh, okay. That is a prediction. Well, he's going to catch up with his wife.
Yep.
So we remember that news account, right?
Yep.
The press, whatever it was, the press conference, I guess you could say. And somebody says, Governor, your wife, she's a very nice woman, by the way. I kind of forget her name right now, but we'll say Mrs. Lamont. And she was a venture capitalist. She is a venture capitalist, much like he is. And, we haven't seen her around here lately. I understand, Governor, that she's in Tennessee. And, well, apparently, Governor, isn't it true the reason she's in Tennessee is because she can't find any business deals in Connecticut because the state is overregulated? I'm in a moment. I'm in a moment. He ain't got nothing to say. He's going to deflect and walk away. It's a humming a moment.
Yeah, he hasn't said much. I have heard some of the, the propaganda commercials that are all out there. I'm like, it's all lies. All of them.
Well, are you talking about this campaign crap?
They're all lie, Court. It's just.
It's not just lying. It's stupid lying. Okay.
These are
pathetic. Look, and we can feel better about this for only one reason. The Democrat ads are at least as pathetic as the Republican ads. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The guy out in Beacon Falls, I don't know if he's a mayor or a first selectman.
Yeah.
He came on PLR 2 days ago and he got toasted. Yeah.
Who was
Chaz nuked that guy. I think he had thoughts of running for Senate, and I think he got nuked by PLR pretty good.
I'm sorry, who's PLR?
Chaz and AJ in the morning.
Oh, you guys. Oh, did you do the frying?
No.
Oh, okay.
The host of the show did fried up a guy named Jerry Smith. Holy smokes.
Okay.
They went on there to talk about the speed cameras.
Yeah.
And
That didn't handle it well.
yeah, you knew that was going to take a really wrong turn somewhere in there. But of course, it's only been set up for about 3 months and it made $315,000
For who?
from the speed camera.
Wait, I'm getting confused. Flock and speed are two different things.
Yes, they are. But they're both run from the speed camera is not actually operated by the town. It's a third party camera that is run by that is all these places. And then and here's the thing. I got hit with one of these things. Let's make sure there's nothing on here that I can show. Okay. So I got one of these right here. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And yeah.
And
it says City of Milford, Philadelphia, right? So,
okay.
All right. I don't know if it comes up. Mine's showing it in reverse on the screen, so I don't know if it's coming up.
I don't know if this is relevant, but
I'm not saying it. I put an appeal. Put it in for an appeal.
Yes.
Okay. And even if I don't win the appeal, I'm not paying it anyways. It's only going to go to. It only says it goes to collections.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, there goes your credit rating.
Oh, yeah. My 805 is going to drop to 700. And I don't need my credit because I don't take loans from banks.
Good for you. So where do you get your loans?
Huh?
Where do you get your loans then?
Self-made.
Okay.
Don't keep your money in banks, folks.
Well, I keep a minimal amount in banks, but have to do, I use it to pay bills.
Yeah, well, I gotta, I'll hold like 10 grand in there. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm not gonna say where the rest is. Not giving it to you today.
Okay. Not that I was asking. But yes, no, I mean, I'll just mention in passing, I've been working on getting a personal loan, and it's turning out to be a little more arduous than I expected.
Yeah, I'm not going to need a personal loan. I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other story, not for this evening's discussion. So all right, so we were sort of talking about Peter Thiel, then we ended up talking about Ned Lamont, and then about PLR in the interview concerning block and speed cameras.
The flock, I told you all the data from that the flock is grabbing. It's leaving the country. Who knows where all that data is going?
Yeah, I'd heard that just in a few months of these flock cameras, there've been over 500,000 requests for that data.
Mm-hmm.
That is outrageous. It blows my mind.
And like I said, keep an eye on this Axion.
Axion.
Yeah, I'll give you the spelling.
AXION.
I believe that is data services, Axion data services. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now this isn't the drone flock cameras you're talking about now, is it?
No. These guys have even gone further. Their unit mounts on top of a light pole, on top of the light, the LED light.
All right.
And not only is it, but it's grabbing all your information from your cell phone when you're driving by.
Oh, cute. All right. Yeah. Well, all right. Better break out that Faraday bag.
If you don't have one of those, some heavy duty aluminum foil works just fine too.
Okay. I'm all for that. Okay.
Just things to keep an eye on, but they're really
good. Like to provide public service announcements to our friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we shouldn't have any of this. I mean, do you feel free with all this surveillance?
No.
No way.
I mean, we've already heard. In short order, you've had a couple of people who've been constantly harassed by the people because of a case of mistaken identity.
Yeah.
How much more that can happen.
Yeah, there was that one lady. There was another one where they thought the car was stolen, and it wasn't, and they had the family on the ground with guns to their heads.
All this for a stolen car.
Yeah, because the camera system read the plate wrong, and it reported their car, and it wasn't.
There you go.
Imagine a horror. You pull into a parking lot to go shopping with your
I think that merits a lawsuit. There is a certain amount of pain and suffering there for which they need to be compensated.
Yeah, you could, I think you can still find it somewhere on the net.
Yeah.
Oh, this chair sucks.
So let's see. Just want to pick on something else here. The SpaceX rocket crash into the moon. Did you hear about that?
There's this thing called CGI, computer generated graphics. Oh man, come on!
Let's what we left here?
You know, what's his name? Oh, here we go. Neil Disgrace Tyson. Does that name ring a bell?
I'm sorry. I don't want people to think that I might in any way be racist, but I'm sorry.
Neil Disgrace Tyson. Oh, Mr. Science himself. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It's a case of, okay, here's what you need to say, and here's the check. That's about it with him.
He went on and did the old 666 sign on his last talk. That's who his God is. Notice, look. This means 666.
It also means okay.
No.
Okay. Yes.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
He did the 1, 2, 3. No. That's looks like 3 6s right there. It's in there. It's in their signs. It's in there. It's what they do. Oh, let's see if I can't find it and then tell you where to find it. But he was talking about.
Yes.
There's the United States is losing in the science game.
How do I feel about that? There's been some slippage. There has definitely been some slippage. Yep. I'd agree with that.
Let's see. Latest video.
I mean, part of that slippage is by allowing too many foreign students in. Oh, we could bitch and moan about the H-1B visa program.
Well, a lot of them come from India.
Yes. And how many of those Indian guys have won Nobel Prizes? 0. How many of them have contributed to breakthroughs in computer science and technology? Pretty much 0. A few might find their way to Silicon Valley, but otherwise, and if anything, I think there's a case to be made for that Nigella, whatever that guy's name is, who took over Microsoft. Ever since he's been in charge, the company's been, they're making money, they're expanding new markets, but the sense that they're really making real progress technologically, that has really faded away into the background.
There he is. He's doing it. And, I found it, but I need it in the full screen.
Yes.
Somebody has it in a smaller one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was going to show you this.
Okay.
Come on. Somebody else have it.
Have you messed around with Linux?
With what?
Linux. Have you messed around with Linux?
It's been a while. You mean the operating system?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay. Because
I'm going to say it's been at least 20 years.
All right. That makes it a little more clear. So you would have messed around with it when it was pretty new.
Yeah. And then it didn't really matter too much anymore. Hold on. I think I got that too loud and it's clicking. At that time, I think we were, what was it? Windows 7.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, we're going back in time there.
Well, Windows 7, I was installing copies of Windows 7. Like if somebody's computer got all messed up, I would back up their data and then wipe out the whole computer and then just reinstall Windows 7 and give them a brand new license.
There you go.
Yeah, don't ask how I did that. There was a little couple of hacks to do that.
Yeah, well, that would have been a while ago as well.
Well, I think that's why they got rid of Windows 7 and they started going to Windows 10 and Windows 11, because we could just install it on any device anytime we wanted.
Does anybody remember Windows 9?
It was brief.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
It was very brief. At Windows 8, actually, when it was like Windows 8.1, and that's when they started making it where they had it where it was instead of having the menu, it was like app looking, and then then they moved to Windows 9. Actually, did I go from? I don't know if I had Windows 9. I think it just shot me right to Windows 10, to tell you the truth, Court.
Okay, all right.
But so and then now my new computers, there's two of them here. The ones that I just bought over the last year, they all came with Windows 11.
Yep, right.
Okay, they can hear you.
Yeah, all right. Whatever she's doing. Anyway, so,
you know who it is.
Yep, I do. So let me throw out another thing here, or your CGI comment. Let's hear. Bride sets church on fire day before her wedding. Was that CGI?
I didn't hear you. What?
A bride sets her church on fire the day before the wedding. Is that CGI? Oh, I'm not trying to give you any ideas, Irene. So.
Did he see me?
No, but a bride set a church on fire. Well, no,
right.
That could be real. But they didn't get anything up to the moon. I can tell you that for a fact.
I'm not going to talk tonight. Next week, I'm going to talk, though.
Okay, sure.
Well.
All right. We'll be ready for you. Hopefully, Eric will be around, too. He always makes it interesting. So that, what was she thinking? Okay. And then what will be another one?
Why did she set a church on fire?
Why did she? Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's connected to this.
It was a bride, so what?
Maybe it's connected to the other.
Said, hey, poof! Oh no, the bird's on fire! Oh no!
Did this even happen?
Give me water! Oh no, the whole wall's on fire now.
Okay. Oh my goodness! This happened in Utah, of all places. Jeez. Okay, but then there's a related story.
Isn't that where the Mormons are from, Utah?
Yes, it is. Imagine hauling ass across most of the nation. And you end up at this place with this big goddamn salt lake, and you say, "This is it. I found it. There's our heaven right here."
The Mormons. I looked into that. Boy, that's is interesting.
Well, that said, it still remains a pretty strong community. We can complain about them. So yes, take your pick. You got the Amish, you got the Mormons, you got the Christian Scientists, and you got the Mennonites.
If I had to live with one of them, I'd pick the Amish.
Probably yes. Well, the thing is that the population of the Amish has grown significantly over the years. So, we can look at it and say, "Oh, that looks like a pretty rough lifestyle to me," but works for a lot of people. Alan, if he was here, would be telling you a number of stories. There are people who do leave the Amish community, and they have stories to tell. And as an example, there was this one guy, get ready for this, who was banished from his Amish community because he was caught riding a bicycle. So banished that when he died, they buried him away from everybody else.
Wow.
For riding a bicycle. So, and for them, if you get banished from a community, I mean, this is extremely traumatic experience. And you're laughing.
No.
That's rather mean
No,
spirited of you.
I'm gonna see if this works.
Yes, okay.
Okay. I want to see if I can switch the camera really quick here.
Uh-oh.
Well, it should allow me to.
All right. Well, this is all right. So this is a function of your platform. All right. So the picture
Yeah, it should have
appeared and came back.
switched.
And so you're trying to put something else up in your place?
Not up in the place. I just want the forward camera to go on now. So,
Okay.
my settings and camera. I go like this, and it should go to the front camera. Oh, wait.
Are you using OBS?
No, I'm just using the. Let's see. Okay.
Oh,
Ready for it?
Oh, ooh, cool. So what did you just do?
I switched to my other camera. Hold on.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
trying to.
Graham funeral. Yes. All right.
Okay. You ready?
All right. You want to
I
talk
gotta
about-
Wait, I gotta figure. Okay, I gotta move this way. Okay, so it's in reverse. Okay, so let me turn up the volume. This is a.
I see it. I see it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Jeez. Oh, that's brilliant. Who came up with that?
I don't know. I saw that today. I'm like, oh, I gotta show Court this. And it's funny because it's Donald Trump, and he pushes
I know.
popping over.
Oh no. Jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get OBS. I could have just clicked it and it would have just popped right off the computer. I was trying to make this actually be on my computer over here.
Yeah.
And I had the video. I just couldn't get any audio for
whatever reason. Okay. Yeah. It happens.
Again, I'm learning StreamYard. StreamYard and OBS, they do work within each other, but there's a couple of settings that I have to figure out what they are.
In StreamYard?
Between StreamYard and OBS.
Okay.
Yes. OBS is just software that you can use to stream on any platform.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use it when I'm on,
right.
I call it
about settings. You got to know which settings to select.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure it was just a matter of just, you got to allow permission to open up a microphone or whatever audio device I was going to use.
Right. Okay. So the thing is, Eric and I used Riverside last night.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just pretty straightforward, I thought.
I'll have to take a look at last night's show.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't had a lot of time this week.
Is there ever a week where you have a lot of time?
Well, I came off that big show on Saturday night with the Rum Runners, and then Sunday, what happened?
Oh, I have a story.
Oh, that's right. You weren't doing anything Sunday. I caught you're halfway through your show on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had plans to log in on Tuesday, and then I started having the problems with the restaurant.
Yes.
So I had to go take care. A lot of it is just backing up that security camera stuff because it's only on there for a couple of days, and then it starts to rewind over. It records over itself. It's only on there for I think like 7 days.
I can't resist this question. These bands, Rum Runners, What were some of the other ones you do work for?
Stevie Nicks Experience.
There was another one. The Rifle Club or something.
Yeah, they had a show tonight, but they were inside Gun Street Revival.
Okay, Gun Street Revival.
They were playing tonight at Orange Ale House.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, all right. That's an interesting logo, Eric. He just checked in with I've been working on a new logo. I'll explain my idea to you as I explained it to him. So, on our channel, like any YouTube channel, you have the opportunity to do shorts. They're supposed to be less than a minute long. Well, I've been reading this. There are a couple of books. One is Revolution by Eric Metaxas, which is a bestseller that came out on the 4th of July. Did you hear about that book at all?
No.
So 577 pages, and he's done his scholarly version of the history of the American Revolution. So as I've been reading it, I've been finding these cool sections that I would have something to tell. No, yeah, very funny. Me tax us. Nice try, Eric. It's no. You know how his name is spelled. Okay. Me tax us. I'm sure he gets that kind of juvenile humor all the time. Okay, Gun Street Revival. I think that was the name of the band. Is that right? Well, in any event, all right, my question is, all right, I'm going to finish off this other thing, then ask my question. Okay, so the bright idea is to do 1-minute clips from the book, talk about a section and an idea, piece of history. And when I'm done, I would hold up my Yankee Tea News mug. This is not a Yankee Tea News mug, and it's not going in this green screen. So they'll hold it up, and then we'd have, a link and the opportunity to order one of these mugs for yourself. And that's the clip. And rinse and repeat. Just keep going through section after section in the book. Yeah, it's a simple idea, but I think it would work.
I've been drinking all my water from these copper bottles.
Okay, yeah, those are possibilities too. I mean, I realized when I was doing my research that there are a lot of options. Anyway, so the question I wanted to ask, here are these groups. They're local, they're popular, probably not going to go big time, right? But people enjoy going to their presentations. Do these local groups have groupies?
Yep.
They do. Okay. So
Rum Runners definitely do.
How do you like that?
There's the Rum Runners definitely has groupies.
Okay. All right. Sounds like these little girls are pieces of work.
No, they're like older women.
Older women? What?
Rum Runners is an older band.
Okay.
Revival's an older band too.
Boy, oh boy. Okay. TMI. Okay, I just had to ask the question. And now we know the answer is yes. I wasn't expecting a yes.
You type in Rum Runners Connecticut band on YouTube, you'll find many of the shows. Probably full. There's some full shows. It's interesting. Somebody pointed out in one of them, they're like, "Hey, that's the lady from that TV show Taxi dancing right there." I didn't even know she lived in Milford.
Wow, how do you like that? Okay, there you go. All right, but well, this raises another interesting question. So, with all the different bands there are out there, what would be the breakdown between those in which you have younger people playing and those which have older people playing? Now, 40 is the cutoff. So how many of these bands have people who are over 40 and playing? How many are under 40 and playing?
In the band you mean the age of the players?
Yes.
Jeez. They're all over the map. I can't.
Okay. All right.
Rum Runners, they're ranging anywhere from 40 up to 65 playing.
I'm going for 90. Guy sitting in a wheelchair, playing the bass.
And then the bass player, he's a retired fire chief in the Rum Runners.
How do you like that? Okay, there's another thing. City, what am I going to call them? Pillars of the community who end up playing in a rock band.
Well, that's how the Rum Runners all started. They were all firemen. The original lineup. And
So
then over time, it has some guys have left.
So why don't they call themselves a Firehouse Band?
Probably somebody already had the
Okay.
name. They didn't think it was cool enough. And it's very interesting, And then I do this one band, and they're kids.
Yeah.
There's a band called Low Darts, and they're out of Fairfield, Connecticut.
Uh-huh.
They're all in their young 20s.
There you go. All right. So
And
they represent
they play music that you guys would call yacht rock.
yacht rock. What is yacht rock?
But they're good at it. They're really good at it. They upstaged the Rum Runners a couple years ago.
Okay, so
they were the opening band for the East Haven fireworks.
Okay, is that YOT yacht?
Yeah, like a boat.
Oh, yacht rock.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you type in Low Darts Fairfield band. You'll come up with a show from Captain's Cove.
Okay, is that LOW?
LOW space DARTS
Fairfield.
Type in Captain's Cove, because that's it.
Oh yeah, sure. I've been there.
Come right up.
Low Darts at Captain's Cove. There they are. Okay.
Yep. Again, look at the age of these kids.
What? Yeah, there you go. College yacht rock.
Yep.
Baby, come back. What the? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I know you're confused. You're like, wait a minute. Why are kids this young playing this kind of music? Because they're good at it.
So when you say this kind of music, can I just assume regular rock and roll music?
You'll know it.
You'll know it.
You'll know it.
It's a
You've been around a while, Court. You'll recognize every song they play.
Oh, these are cover songs.
Yeah.
Oh. And they call it yacht rock. Well, that's kind of sad. I mean, I would hope that they'd be more creative than that.
Well,
shit, man. Hey, prop me up there. I don't touch that. I'll show you how you play that thing.
The covers that they're doing are very difficult to cover, and to do it to the level that they do it at is pretty impressive.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. And then Eric is going to have to explain to me how he snuck this. Is this part of my thing here? What?
Yeah, that's your new logo.
That's right. So that's what's going to be on the mug.
So yeah, he probably went into your channel.
Okay.
Yeah, he put it into where you would put your picture in.
Yeah, there you go.
I see it. I'm looking at it.
There you go. All right. Yeah, so that's a step in the right direction.
So you're not going to use the old
well, the color scheme was all wrong. I mean, it was a black and gray and off orange color.
It's got a nice little flat there. It's got the small.
Yeah, so
small type. Yeah, I tried to click the picture of it, but every time I click it, it sends me right to the live feed.
Yeah. So getting closer. So I was looking at some companies that sell custom mugs, and boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, when I decided, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. The mugs must be made in America. And that sent me on a long search, because finding companies that say explicitly and proudly these are made in America are not that many.
Sometimes they just put the sticker on.
Yes, that's right. They call that made in America.
And they're just a big gigantic warehouse.
So it's going to be, I'm not going to let them get away with it, at least not with me. So you got to tell me, it's a mug, the physical ceramic piece made in America. Then I also found out another cool one be have the mugs made out of glass.
You know what's still made in America?
But
wiffle balls
in Connecticut.
Yeah, over there in
That's
Shelton.
right.
off
They were
48.
invented in Connecticut. Yes.
I used to
One
have
of
to
the things
drive by
you're very
that.
proud of.
My place for my back was right next to it. Like they shared the same driveway.
Oh, how do you like that? I mean, this is wild. So Subway, wiffle ball. What are we missing here?
Well, Subway,
Colt factories.
Subway's the corporate name was Doctors Associates for Subway.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And then they moved over to Bic Drive, and then they
Right.
called it Subway Drive for a little while. But then,
And why was it called Bic Drive, by the way?
because Bic lighters and Bic pens was the factory was on the same run. The actual name of the road is Old Schoolhouse Road,
Mhm.
and then they changed it to Bic Drive,
Right.
and then it became Bic moved their pens and everything out. The only thing that they make it at Bic anymore are the lighters.
Mm-hmm.
And it had something to do with the plant in Milford. Is the only plant that they can do it. So all your Bic lighters are still made in Milford, Connecticut, but the big factory is tiny now.
Huh. All right.
It's still there. The Subway headquarters, long gone. They're knocking it. They're knocking the old headquarters down. They're going to make it into some kind of a warehouse. Kind of a shame.
Yeah.
Fred DeLuca's probably rolling over in his grave right now.
Well, I hate to say it, but times are changing, and not in a way that's good.
No.
That's right.
Oh, wait till you see. Oh, food prices. Oh,
Yes.
woo-wee. Well, people ask me, because of the restaurant. We already got hit with it in 2020.
Yeah.
But the regular shopping stores are really getting whacked hard. You're buying let's say like a can of beans, and it's $7 for a can of beans that used to be $1.29.
Wow. Okay. Well, so here's the thing. I mean, so that's not the best example, but there are. All right. Let me try it this way. How much do you pay for a dozen eggs?
I buy 15 dozen eggs in a case.
Right.
They're reasonable. Again, they're down to like maybe, I don't know, between $16 and $20 for the 15 dozen.
So it's almost like roughly $1 a dozen.
Yeah.
Wow.
At one time, I was paying $7 for 15 dozen eggs.
Okay. All right.
It's 15 dozen cartons of eggs. And I don't want people going, "Oh, that's only 15 eggs."
Yeah, no. Cartons. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Right.
Yeah, I was like, wow, man, the shopping stores are really ripping people off, because when I was getting it for under $1 a dozen,
Right.
the shopping stores were charging $3 for the same extra large
more.
eggs.
More.
Well, there was one point though, that same 15 dozen, I was paying $144.
Oh, wait, 50, 100, so 10. So that's like $7 or $8 a dozen.
It was up there. That's when they were burning all those the eggplants. Remember when they were catching on fire and they were saying there was a shortage of eggs and all that?
What was it, near Montville or Norwich? There was that huge place.
Either which way, the price of the eggs just went. I remember it hitting $65 for 15 dozen. I was like, wow, what's going up? Then an 80, and then it went over 100. That's when the diners started charging extra money, because they didn't want to change their menu. They're like, anything with eggs, we have to charge an extra $1.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, there you go. Well, all right, but there's at least one. I mean, from your example, there's some improvement. I was expecting a much higher price, frankly.
Well, I'm buying from a distributor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is technically, it's not supposed to be open to the public, but in 2020, when they had the hound of everything, they were able to, I guess the state let them open to anybody.
How nice.
So you didn't even need to prove that you were a restaurant or a legal business. Anybody, any schmo could just walk right in, show your driver's license, and they gave you a temporary day pass. So that's when I started seeing the riffraff start coming in there.
Oh, riffraff. We're the riffraff here. Okay, got it.
I'm just saying. And then it had to post a sign that said, "We do not take EBT cards."
Oh, whoa. So well, I'm a little surprised because if they had an EBT card, that's about getting chips and soda.
No, you're not allowed. No, because they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, but they get it anyway.
They're only supposed to be selling to businesses, and then EBT when it goes through, the state wasn't going to pay.
And right, let's go now. A quick trip back into the conspiracy land. You realize that processing these EBT transactions has to be managed by a company that's capable of carrying out all the necessary steps to make sure everything's done correctly.
What's the name of the company?
J.P. Morgan.
Is this the same company that was issuing cards to the illegal immigrants? Where they were getting like
could be
$13,000 on a credit card and you could spend it anywhere? Because I saw those when I was shopping in the place that I shop at. I don't want to say the name of the place just because.
Okay, so EBT is supposedly a federal program, but the federal government doesn't have any ability to handle these transactions. So they have to contract it out to a financial company. And the winner of the contest, J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan Chase.
Right. Processing EBT payments.
It doesn't surprise me. Not one iota.
No, this kind of stuff goes on in the background all the time and we don't realize it.
Wow. Let me see here.
Hey, it's time to get back to feeling bitter and cynical.
What else did you have on your list tonight? Hold on. Conspiracies. I bet you didn't see that coming. What were you planning on? Bet you didn't see that.
That list. That's that list we just went through. That list. So I could be just sitting here thinking up stuff in my head, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if all that stuff was happening. I wouldn't be surprised if Dan did. And they're doing other things that I can't even think of yet.
We got any dirt on anybody running?
Dirt. Dirt that they're bringing on themselves. I'll just, talk about how I'm pissed off at Chris Shea. He's running in the 5th district against John DeBarros, that primary they're going to have on the 11th. But, so here's, in a way, this guy's abusing his background. He was a Navy SEAL, blah, blah, blah. But, hey, I got some news for you. Did you ever consider the possibility that you could take someone who swore the oath to defend this country against enemies, domestic and foreign, and turned out to be a corrupt motherfucker?
Oh, don't swear.
Okay, sorry. Couldn't help it. In this case, it was deserved. Well deserved.
You can say effer.
We'll go with the mother effer, yes. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm calling Chris Shea, former Navy SEAL, and a firefighter who did try to run for office previously. A
4th
district.
So what did he do? Retire in 2009 from?
Or thereabouts. Yeah, he was a Navy SEAL. Yes.
No, but it says that he was in the Republican Party.
Still is.
From 87 to 2009.
Well, then he came back again because look, Ben Proto, Mr. Trader himself, was pushing. Look, John DeBarros showed up first. Okay, he was the one who announced and got down to business, running his campaign, in the 5th district, focusing on Waterbury because that's where he lives.
Yeah. I'm looking at it here. Holy crap!
Okay. All right. So in the meantime, and so maybe he's having a little trouble raising money. First time this happens. And Ben Proto just looked at him and said, if you can't raise the money, I don't know you. So he decided to bring as a ringer this guy, Chris Shea, who has no political experience, by the way, but to take whatever resources the Connecticut GOP had and put them behind this corrupt mofo, Chris Shea. So look, I'm sorry. Mr. Shea, and I did meet him and shake his hand once. But Mr. Shea, that you had anything to do with Mr. Proto tells me all that I need to know about the fact that you are insincere and cannot be trusted. That's all. I don't have to go any further than that.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
don't
now
trust
you're
that to tell you the truth, Cord.
What? What?
I even had one of my friends become the mayor of Milford for 2 years, and it was nice that he was the mayor of Milford, but nothing changed. Nothing.
That's because you always have two forces banging against each other, and it's just like any physics experiment.
Yeah, he was a Republican mayor. I don't know how
nothing changes.
I don't know how it plays out, because he was a Republican mayor and the Board of Selectmen is all heavily Democrat, and they're, so I don't know how much control Tony did have or didn't have, but I'm assuming that he has to sign at the end of the day, he has to sign off on everything,
Right.
And it was on his watch when those flock cameras went into Milford, because I remember seeing them and talking to him, and I said, Tony, what are you doing? Don't put those flock cameras in Milford. This is going to be a problem. Oh, well, they're only putting them on the exits.
Only on the exits?
Yeah, that's how it started. That's how it started. Any exit you came off on Milford, they had a flock camera at. Now they're everywhere in Milford.
Well,
and I think the police department's behind it more than anybody.
Yeah, I'm sure. They always want more information, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm sure they make some money on the request for information as well.
Oh, there's always somebody's getting a kickback from there's, how that works. I don't need to waste time on that.
No. All I can do is just wistfully say there must be a better way to control these people in these situations. There must be a better way.
I wonder if we can find Chris Shays in the Epstein files.
That's a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of that?
I'm just saying there might be some juicy dirt on this dude.
Oh,
he's involved in politics for quite a bit there.
Yes, this is what's the word I'm looking for? Hey, Eric, if you're still around, I need some help with this one. What are we going to call this?
There's two people watching.
All right, okay. The key word, let's just remember, in all cases, is allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly. That's allegedly, right. We got to protect our legal asses here.
Allegedly involved in a number of emails involving certain girls.
My favorite one. We're gonna,
lots of allegedlys.
My favorite alleged is they had the girl. She's brought this up, but she said when she was a child, she got brought into Trump's office.
Oh yeah, I'm not buying it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, bit him. Okay. bit him in the lows.
It's another case of CGI. There you go.
Right. Bit him in the low spot. And he said, "Get this bee out of here now." Allegedly.
Okay, I don't have any problem
saying. I'll find out that girl's name next time.
No,
she was 15 years old. Oh, allegedly.
All right, I'm still trying to take the temperature for your sarcasm.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna find. Hey, BB and that midget from Ukraine were talking. Oh yeah. What's his name? Zelensky. Wait.
Yes. Vladimir Zelensky.
I got one. I think I found it. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. I think this is it. I'm gonna flip the camera. Oh, yep. Wait. I see BB. I see. Wait.
Yeah. What?
Oh, there's Mr. Trump. Oh, okay. I got it.
Oh,
I'm gonna read it. That it's not in reverse.
all right.
Okay.
They will read the other one. No, not reverse. Here we go.
I'll turn some volume up too. I don't think there's any volume on this.
Yeah.
Let me bring this over here. Let's turn this.
Okay. So is Vladimir Putin a computer simulation?
Yeah. You'll see Putin in this. Oh wait, what happened there? I gotta go like this.
The casket. Well, that was. Jeez, this is getting weirder and weirder.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta go this way.
That's
All
not
right.
good. All right. That's whatever.
What Zelensky was saying to Volkowski.
What? I can't hear him talking. I just see. Yeah. No. Very funny. Okay. Look. Can we be serious here for a moment?
Look.
Jeez. This kind of scam has been run before, okay?
I know, but come on, Court, you gotta laugh at it. Because we know that Zelensky is a cokehead.
Okay. That said, you have to let me tell you the other story. Are you ready? Okay, the notion that he's standing there dealing coke with these guys, I find to be a little
Now,
specious. That's the word. Specious.
oh wait, I just got a circle of death here. Hold on, there we go.
Okay, true story. Can't prove it, but in this case, you had Macron, Starmer, and who is the Merz? Is the German guy?
Merck.
Merck or Merz?
Yeah, he's gay. He's married to the guy that looks like
No, that's Macron. That's Macron.
Macron.
Okay, so you had the French, the British. It's almost like a bad joke of some kind. Okay, so what happens is there was on a train ride. Okay, I'm guessing they're going from Paris to Berlin or something. And so they bust into where these guys were meeting. It was a humana moment. Because all of a sudden, whatever was on the desk suddenly disappeared.
Oh, the cocaine story.
Yes.
Oh.
Right?
I remember this.
Right?
I remember.
Okay.
What you doing?
That.
What are you talking about?
That's right. Okay.
Oh,
That is more real than this thing you just showed me. Okay. If we're going to have people doing coke, let's make it real. All right.
that is comedy. It is comedy right there. But but that one was a good one. I forgot about that one.
They're caught dead to rights. You know. Okay,
but I think that really did happen, though. That was a real thing.
Where was the girl? Yeah, they just stuffed her under the table. Yeah, so there you go. So if there's any question, we thought we'd heard enough when we learned that Bill Clinton was doing coke in the Oval Office, but I guess that was just the beginning.
Well, Bill Clinton, we all know, had the Arkansas connection for the CIA with the landing of the planes out there in Arkansas.
Yeah, good old Mena Airport. Yes, we remember. And
then the blue dress.
Yes, the devil. That would be the red dress. Well, there was a devil with a blue dress on too. And oh, by the way, totally apropos of nothing. Okay, why
did Epstein have a painted picture of Bill Clinton wearing a blue dress?
Yeah, I saw that too. All right. Well, we didn't see the cum stain on the dress, so it's not a complete picture.
Yeah. What Monica? What color's dress was Monica's that she claimed?
It was dark blue, like a navy blue.
Oh, that's why they made him wear the dress. It was a humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, I just put it together.
Okay. But I'll just say, where was the cum stain? There was no stain on the dress.
It doesn't matter. It's the humiliation. Right. You have to go through the humiliation stage in that.
Wait a second. But Clinton went to Yale, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
where he met. That's where he met Hillary.
Yes, but he wasn't a member of Skull and Bones.
I don't believe he was. Neither was Hillary.
Yeah, but Skull and Bones had humiliation rituals,
Mm,
or has, current tense, present tense.
yeah,
So
but no. And they do it at different times.
maybe they had a Skull and Bones wannabe society.
Well, yeah,
So
that's
they just gotta imitate them. Yes, okay.
oh man, I wish I could remember the names. Just recently, remember we were discussing the guys from the 1998 club. I think Cash Patel was in that
That's right.
group, and
And others. Yes, I can't remember. I think. I'm sorry. Peter Thiel was in it,
Peter Thiel. Yes, yes.
right? And there was and Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it had something to do with like the Israel version of 322.
Yeah, Israel/Jewish church. Anyway, just to mention it, just to get off my chest, have you seen Monica Lewinsky lately?
No, have
She
you?
lost a lot of weight.
Did she pop up on Pornhub or something?
Might well have, but no. I mean, she's lost a lot of weight, and even in her 50s, the woman is drop dead gorgeous.
Court, what do you do when you're not on?
I just, I maybe spend a little bit too much time bouncing from video to video, just picking up who did what.
Oh, here she is right here. Okay. Oh, she got nice long hair now, huh?
Oh yeah, but no, she lost a lot of weight, and so she has a very beautiful face. What are you going to say? Monica Lewinsky.
Let's see. What year is this?
I
wouldn't recognize her. You know what? I'll tell you what. With all that makeup on, I'm looking at the one where she's in the black dress. I would not have even recognized her.
Yes, exactly.
She looks, in this picture here, she kind of got a little bit of a 1980s Christy Canyon face right here.
Christy Canyon.
It says "Look of the Week: Monica Lewinsky's Reformation Campaign."
Yeah.
Whatever this.
I think Ricky and I will be done soon. Yeah, you see,
whatever this picture is, Court.
Yeah, we're keeping the kids in Hogwarts awake here if we keep talking like that. Let's see.
Hey,
yeah, there you go.
You're almost done?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Does that look anything like what she looked like when she was 18? Not even close.
No.
Okay. And I don't think there's anything enhanced on her, in my humble opinion. Okay. Yeah, so all of that said, she's, how should I say it? All right, she may be beautiful, but newsflash, she is over the hill. And she doesn't even qualify as a MILF.
Where do you put a G in front of it?
Or a GILF. Oh no. I mean, she has had to live with 30 years of being damaged goods. Okay.
She's my wife's age.
Really?
Yeah. They're the same age.
Oh, how do you like that? Okay.
Holy crud.
Same birthday or close?
They're born 5 days apart.
Oh wow. Okay. That's wild.
What do you know?
You're gonna have to tell her that. What day's her birthday?
Irene's was Tuesday.
Oh, was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Okay. Happy birthday, babe.
Oh, she's upstairs. Yeah, but she definitely doesn't look like the same person from the scandal.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
If she'd walk by me, I wouldn't even recognize her.
That's right. And that's because she lost weight.
Looks like there might have been a little face work done here.
I'd be surprised. I mean, look at her neck.
Well, it's amazing what you could do with makeup.
Yeah, and lighting.
Depends on which picture I'm looking at here. I mean, I just put up images. So I don't know what's the most current,
Well, let's use another contrasting example. Pamela Anderson.
I haven't seen what that lady looks like in a long time.
Well, so here's the thing. All right, so she's I think she's well into her 50s now.
She's had that lady's had a crazy run between Tommy Lee, Kid Rock.
That's right.
Howard Stern,
Julian Assange, right? And the others we have never even heard about. Yes, true. Okay, that said, so who's her latest squeeze? Are you ready? Liam Neeson.
All right. Hey.
All right. Okay.
Wait, let's take bets.
They did a movie together.
Here, before we get off, because I know we're getting long. How long?
Well, and
let's take some.
Okay, yeah.
How long is Taylor Swift going to be married?
Let's take
some guesses here.
I might as well call that a death pool bet. Oh my.
Death pool.
Let's see here.
Oh man, that's what we should do. Like the marriage pool. Like
who's gonna... All right, there you go.
That way it's not bad because I don't like the death pool.
Oh boy, this might be bad luck. I don't like this. No.
How long are we giving it? 5 years?
Okay. All right. Eric has already placed his bet. 3 years.
Oh, he typed in. Okay. What did he write? 3 years.
Let's see. All right, I'm going to push it 2 years.
2.
I'm giving him 2 years.
I said 5.
Oh, you said 5. Okay, we placed our bet.
I'm saying 5.
All right, we'll see.
So we'll see. That means I'll still be on this show in 5 years.
Right. I remember. Well, let's see. I've been doing. Let's see.
I'll have more. I'll have better things to talk about. I just came on very unprepared and just came running in the door and didn't really have too much lined up, and really haven't had time to see what was going on around the world to make fun of. You know, I'm just saying. You know, the Dr. Fauci. I know it's Fauci.
Yeah. So look, if you bring up, all right, I'm going to throw it in here. So he's like the loudest, most obvious, painful part of this whole experience of the COVID era. However, there is what we'll call the enabling technology that justified all this crap. You know where I'm going with this. The PCR.
No, I don't, but I'm going to put my seatbelt on.
The PCR test, okay?
Oh,
week, remember, every week they would say X number of people tested positive, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And
I'm going to listen to you while I get up for a minute.
Sure. And so this was based upon what the phony PCR test was giving as results. Now, the first thing that people talked about was, well, with PCR, you have to repeat the test over and over again. You have to do cycles. And now the question was, well, what's the right number of cycles? And there's this big debate about whether it should be 35 cycles or 40 cycles. And the supposed standard protocol was closer to 40 cycles. And the argument was, well, when you get up to that number of cycles, you could find anything.
Well, yeah. Kerry Mullis was...
Yeah, well, that doesn't tell the whole story.
Kerry Mullis is the guy that created that whole thing, and Kerry Mullis hated Dr. Fauci. He even called him out. He said he's just an administrator, doesn't know shit. Oh, I did the bad one there. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, okay. Well, see, you got carried away too. This is what happened. We talk about bad people. We resort to bad language. When are we going to learn?
Yeah, but wasn't it convenient that Kerry Mullis happened to pass away right before the whole event started in 2020? Why? They had to get rid of Kerry.
So how did he die?
I don't know what the cause of death was.
COVID?
Look. Kerry Mullis.
How did he die? He was a wild dude.
His old interviews are very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. There's your PCR right there. What the
polymerase chain reaction. Yes.
Technique.
It's a biological form of making Xerox copies.
Yep. And it doesn't say cause of death. At least I'm not seeing it.
All right. Yeah, requires a little more research.
But he died August 7th of 2019, and then the whole COVID thing kicked in 2020.
Funny
Plus,
thing.
we also had event 201 where they did a dry run.
That's right. No, I remember. And that was in December that year.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, it's not
That's
showing.
the- I would hope that we have learned from this. Yeah.
Well,
Yes, but
those of us, some people did. Some
yeah,
people
some.
aren't
Well,
alive anymore.
I think a lot more. Let's put it this way: if there was an attempt to force people to get vaccinated again, it would go very poorly.
Well, I think that's why their next move was getting these cameras up.
Well, no, that's not the same thing. I mean, come on, the vaccines are causing,
Well, that was part of the great. Yeah, but that
harming
was
them for life.
Yeah, but that was part of their plan, the Great Culling. They needed to thin the population, is what they were saying. I
So
mean,
how are flock cameras going to cull the population?
no, but that's part of their new prison system. It's basically they're trying to make an open air
But it's
prison.
not a new prison system. It's how should I say this? Again, we need to remember the evil ones plan, and they plan for a long time. Okay. And so they're on paper each step that needs to be made such that they get to their end goal. So let's use the image that many people have used of how us, the masses, are being trapped. So we're this wild ranging herd out on the plains somewhere, and the evil ones want to capture us. So what do? You lay out some bait. Okay. We're looking for food, and we come to where the food is. All right, fine. Now, what you do is you build one run of fence next to the bait. Okay, and they're looking at it. We're looking at it. Go, what's that fence doing there? All right. Okay, well, we'll get the food. Okay. Next, they put another line of fence. A right angle to that, and then they put the next one, the next right angle. All right, and we still go in there and get the food. And then we go out, and now they start to make the fourth side narrower and narrower until there's a gate. We get used to all that, go inside, and then they trap us. Okay? That took some planning, didn't it?
You know what it kind of reminds me of, Court?
What?
There was a TV show that was on ABC not too long ago called Lost.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the things that we are going through, I remember watching the show. I didn't watch it when it actually aired. I actually caught it, I don't know how many years later. Somebody brought it to my attention. They're like, Rick, you might like this. I don't know. The airplane crashed, but the people are dead. No, but it's two realities. Are they dead? Are they not dead? Where are they? Are they in, are they on an island? Are they, that was a real mind bender. But
Okay.
I started catching on to some of the messages. One of them that I picked up on it was the MK Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
I really wasn't
That's
paying
where you
much.
found out about MK Ultra?
That's how I found out about MK Ultra, was the show Lost.
Okay. Really? Huh. Okay.
And I was like, whoa. And then I kind of looked into it, and then I found out about MK Naomi and all the other things. So I was wondering if, maybe in this show somebody was trying to get a message out there.
Yeah.
Again, I only watched the show once, but I know that there's a cult of people that know that show, all 5 years of it.
I'm going to draw a distinction between getting the message out and just simply educating people about it. So it stands to reason that if this was the first time you learned about MK Ultra, it's the same time a lot of other people learned about MK Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, we go back. I wish I could remember the name of this guy. He is a neurosurgeon, kind of an older guy. You might have heard of him. Oh, damn. I'm not remembering his name. But as the story goes, he would be, shall we say, the first who learned about MK Ultra. So as a resident at Tulane University, in the 1950s, 60s. All right, so let me back up a little bit. The word about MK Ultra came out at some year. Let's just say 1960.
Well, from 1953 to 1972.
Okay, but
But
there was
I believe it was even out before then, and they say it was an illegal human experimental program.
Right.
And I do believe that they were using prisoners as
among others,
the
yes.
original,
Right.
using them.
Okay, so there would have
and
been that.
people in the mental institutions
Okay,
were
so
also being abused with
all right,
this.
so there was a first phase where they were found out and they had to discontinue this program. So discontinuing the program, on the one hand, meant they had to destroy a lot of records, but on the other hand, it also meant they kind of hid some of the other boxes of records.
Oh, yeah.
And those boxes of records were hid in a storage room in medical school at Tulane University. Okay. And so it just so happens, based upon some slightly related research that this neurosurgeon resident needed, he stumbled across these boxes that had MK Ultra in them. And from that day forward, he was red pilled. All right. And he's been covering and analyzing this stuff ever since. And I wish I could remember his name.
I'm doing a quick look through and see if I can find the name for you here.
Okay. So definitely a neurosurgeon.
Oh, this is where they were using LSD too.
Okay, that's possible. I don't think I referred to that so much.
Yeah, the director's name was Sidney Gottlieb.
Okay. Yeah, right. But no, that's not this guy.
Geez. Wow, there's a lot of names in this thing. There were a lot of people. Oh, wow. Operation Midnight Climax. Oh, great. When you hear oh, wow. Oh, I'm not going to read this one out loud. No, it's bad. Oh, yep, there's with the LSD in the mirrors. Wow. So much stuff I've forgotten.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's this guy, Dr. Heath, who was part of the program, but that's not who we're talking about here.
Who are we talking about? Oh, the Donald Cameron?
Was that him? I don't think so. Let's see, Cameron.
This guy was commuting. No, that can't be it. Because you said Tulane University.
Let's see if there are videos of him. I need a picture. No, that's not him. No. Okay,
Either way. Frank Olson?
No.
He's a weird looking dude too.
Oh, this one had a beard. I mean, he's an older guy.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
like when I look through this, it still blows my mind. Hold on, I got to get this Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, so he's a part of this
downstairs.
Any minute now. Yes, we have been on for a while. We're coming up on the 2-hour limit.
All right, I'll let you guys go.
Yeah, I'll keep searching.
I technically don't have a show Friday, and I don't have a show Saturday.
Yeah.
My next show is Sunday.
All right.
At Walnut Beach. I'm doing a show with a band called Hype. And
younger or older?
They're older band, but they play 90s rock.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
90s. 90s and early. I call it 90s and early 2000s.
You tell me that crap they played in the 90s, they actually called that rock?
Well, hey, all the bands I do sound for, they all have guitars.
Yes.
And drum kits.
Right. So. Well, apropos nothing, I will mention this one
time.
The
crazy thing about this is this lead singer is so good.
Yes.
That his daytime job, he's a veterinarian. So he looks one way, and then when he gets dressed up for the show, he's got his band sneakers on and the whole night.
Yeah,
Like,
he's loving it. Yeah, there you go. Dear mom and dad, you were worried that your son wanted to become a rock and roller, and you felt that he should have an alternative or backup career choice. Didn't matter, did it?
most of us that play music, we enjoy playing to a crowd.
Yeah.
Nobody had to say they had to sign a deal with the devil.
Correct.
As Bob Dylan once said, the chief
there
commander.
is a theory
The
out
chief
there.
commander, Bob Dylan, the chief commander. Oh,
All right.
what? I made a deal with the chief commander.
Okay. There's a theory out there that John Lennon went to the crossroads.
The whole Beatles thing was some kind of a psyop from what I heard. And we all know that what's his name that plays the bass, Paul McCartney,
yes,
died in a car accident, and this is somebody
Oh,
else playing.
Are you still stuck back there? Who killed Paul? Oh man!
When he got arrested in Japan for weed, it proved that it wasn't Paul
and
McCartney.
that's when he disappeared, and the other guy came and took his
See,
place.
my mind goes nuts sometimes. Like it's
You're right.
weird stuff. The Rolodex in my mind. I just never know when things are just gonna pop up.
Rolodex.
All right, Court.
So
I'll let you go.
I hear the little cards flipping as you're turning. Yes.
Yeah, the Rolodex cards. It goes like this.
Yes.
Oh, look, I'm doing ASMR for people.
All right, so it's kind of like having a hamster wheel in your brain, but it's Rolodex cards.
I just don't know where the Rolodex is going to go some days. It's like, here, there, that's what you got today. Oh, great. But that's not the subject of the day. I don't know, but that's what you get.
All right. Well, I just gave you one to think about. If I could find that, where was it? What? There's some interview. And so the argument was that based upon what this person knew, it was almost exact. I mean, the argument is anybody who does a deal with the devil has to give up their soul in 20 years. And so
I don't know if I don't think there's a time limit. You have to sacrifice something.
Well,
it's specifically you have to sacrifice something. I sent you the book.
The book? Which book?
Yeah, I sent you a PDF.
When was this? You'll have to send it
last week.
Last week. Here, let me just
Bloodlines of the Illuminati, 1995.
Okay, here, just let me see. Oh, how you like that?
It was in one of the emails.
I'm looking. You said
If
last
you just type
week.
it in.
Oh, PDF?
Yeah, it was a PDF file.
Make a paper copy, by the way, and check out who I got this from. Bloodlines of the Illuminati. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm not going to waste a second. You want to pull this sucker up. Whoa, 292 pages. What? Oh,
Just
man. Now, hold on.
All the answers to all those odd questions are really in that thing.
Okay, so,
just use it like, think of it, it's just an encyclopedia. You don't have to read the whole thing.
Oh, of course I have to read the whole thing. What are you talking
just
about?
Go to the back, find out what page you're whatever you're looking for, go to the back, boom, it'll tell you what page.
All right. So, look, the first problem is this term, Bloodlines of the Illuminati. It's like there was the father was Mr. Illuminati, and he screwed all these women.
The Illuminati was founded in 1776. I already told you this.
Yes, I know, but seriously, Bloodlines of the Illuminati.
We're really celebrating 250 years of.
That Mr. Illuminati was a real stud, let me tell you.
And it talks about the long game, which you bring up. The long game is there.
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting. Use it as a reference book. Don't try to sit there and read it because it's hard to follow. As you click the things together, the references are in the book.
Okay, well, there is a reason I took speed reading.
Remember when they used to sell that on television? Television.
What are you talking about?
We'll teach you how to skip through lines.
I took the Evelyn Wood course, and I'm going to tell you a story. It's called Before Evelyn Wood and After Evelyn Wood. At the time, I was trying to get into graduate school. So you had the SAT for college and the GRE for graduate school. And my scores in the first round for the GRE were not the greatest. Okay. But, and in the booklet, okay, that you get with taking the test, they tell you, dear stupid future graduate student, don't try to retake the test, because we have experience showing that from test to test, you will never score more than one standard deviation higher than the original test. That was 33 points. So let's just say 600 versus 633. All right. They say if you got a 600, you're never going to get above a 633. Okay. Noted. So then I took Evelyn Wood and I took the GRE again. Are you ready?
Yeah.
670.
So you went up
2 standard deviations. Okay. So to me, that's a testimony to the power of learning how to do speed reading. I mean, you really have to concentrate your mind, have to really focus on what you're reading, but there are benefits to it. So yes.
It kind of goes along with, I call it studying while sleeping.
Well,
because you can go into a very deep,
a weird way. I can find a connection there. Yes.
You could play the information, and you go into a very deep trance, and you can hear it even though you are asleep.
Yes.
You absorb all that information a lot more than sometimes if you were to try to just kind of.
But there's a process of rehearsal that's going on as well.
Could be.
Oh yeah.
I know it works because I used to do it when I went to school. I slept more than anybody. I used to be asleep in the class. Teachers threw chalk at me. I'm like, just give me the freaking test. Right? Okay. And they're like, why do you sleep so much? I'm like, well, I work at the family restaurant. You know, I got real things to do. Here, what are we doing in math today? Here, give me the test. Here, go ahead. They're like, there's no way you're going to get it. Oh my God, you got every answer right. Oh, sorry. Thank you very little.
So what did you major in?
I didn't major in anything. I majored in being an idiot.
Fool them all.
I didn't need to major in anything. I majored in making money and taking care of a restaurant, taking care of my employees. That's what I majored in, Court. People depend on me every day to do my job. If I don't do my job 7 days a week, people aren't going to get paid.
So that's a much better major than a communications degree. Yeah, we got to go. Yeah.
All right. Good talking with you, Court.
All right. Mañana. And
hasta mañana. No, he has to get off too, hon.
All right.
Oh,